Hello, I'm Sean the Bookmaniac. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know if it's the music. We've got two music tracks playing at the same time in separate areas. But anyway, fun fact of the day so far. It's not specifically about Queen Mary, but it's about another royal, Grand Duchess Olga, a younger sister of Tsar Nicholas II, fled Europe in the 1940s, maybe, I forget exactly when, but of course she went into exile with her mother in about 1919, and then ended up in Europe, but she was too scared of Stalin, so she and her husband emigrated to Canada and became farmers in Halton County, Ontario, which is where one of my grandfathers was born. He was long gone by the time she would have got there, but it's just like they became farmers in Canada. And she died in Toronto in the 60s, or I think in the 60s. And but yeah, when the Queen would come to Canada, she'd have tea with her, and various members of the royal family would go visit them at the farm. It's just wild. Hey guys, it's been a busy day and I've got a lot of reading done, but I'm tired and I don't really feel like putting my tired face on camera at the end of the day, so I'm just gonna do this. Updates. This one, the last chapter didn't wow me as much. I'm getting a little turned off of the main character, but I don't think that's anything too serious. I freaking love this novel at the moment. It might be my favorite of the bunch. She's got the kid now, but she's acting strange, so I just hope it doesn't get dark. If it gets psycho dark, I won't be happy, but I don't think that's where it's going. I think the protagonist is just a little odd, and as long as she's a little bit odd, because right now she's likably odd, and she doesn't get all psycho, I think this is going to be a Sean book, through and through. I am halfway through another story, and this one had a scene where one of the characters, they're driving across Canada and they stop at Thunder Bay at the monument to Terry Fox. So if you are a Canadian of a certain age, that will have a deep emotional meaning for you, as it does for me. Terry Fox was a Canadian cancer survivor. He lost a leg to cancer, and at the age of 22, I forget exactly his age, 25 maybe, in the early 1980s, he did a run across Canada from coast to coast. That was his plan, to raise awareness and raise money for cancer. He was drop dead gorgeous, the biggest sweetie you could ever come across. And when he first started his run in the maritime provinces and headed west, he didn't get a lot of attention, but the farther he went, the more media coverage he got, and the whole nation just was rallying behind him. And when he got to Thunder Bay, he started to feel sick, went to the doctors, and the cancer had come back. And he died a few months later. So it's just this big Canadian heartbreak. I don't remember ever encountering it in fiction before. This is just filling me with joy. Do I have any stories? I just wish that the author, James Pope Hennessy, had been a novelist, because he's just writing scenes that are just so vibrant. I feel like I was there with these members of the royal family that he was interviewing, and I certainly want to read more of his biographies. This one's pretty heavy, so I'm noticing that I'm only reading a chapter or two a day, and at that pace, I'm not going to finish it, so I'm going to have to pick up the pace. The writing is uneven, or maybe it's the translation. I encountered some really flowery language that just was jarring, but then that chapter ended on a powerful note, so I'm still mostly loving it. And I would say the same for this. I got to pick up the pace. It's not consistently wonderful, but I'm still really engaged with the story as it's unfolding. And I think that's all I'm going to say tonight, guys. I'm tired. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.